want to come to you again today. We'll be speaking on the gifts of expression, God's greatest gift to mankind. And when I think about expression, I look around me and I see all the beautiful, colorful things, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. When I wake up in the morning time, all draped in all her beautiful shades of green and beautiful colors, flowers, roses, beautiful animals, butterflies, bees, uh, sounds of life, um, um, you name it. This is expression at its fullest. We are God's greatest creation, and we was born out of His greatest imagination, His genius of diversity. That's why we have to express ourselves. And expressing yourself, what it does, it helps you to not only help yourself, but inspire others to seek that golden key to life's wonderful, wonderful success, which is expression. The more, the greater people that express themselves have a chance of succeeding in life. And we express ourselves subtly, not vocally sometimes, but just actually just the way we move, the way we carry ourselves, and the things that we do. An old Hope American Indian proverb says, "Let there be less thunder in mouth and more lightning in hand." In other words, allow your work to speak for you. You don't have to speak for what you do. When people see what you do, that's going to speak for itself. So you don't have to boast about yourself. Just express that through by the good that you do in life. And God blessed us all with something wonderful, that great gift of expression. And you can see all of us here, 8 billion people on planet Earth, the greatest gift, expression. We're all here because of love and many unique other unique factors of expression. Now, I think that when we look back at it, everything that you see and some things that you don't see is about expression. And this is one of the most wonderful things that when you look at your family, your friends, where we're at today, we're getting ready to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the birthday of the United States of America. Now, there's a lot of good things that happen, and there's a lot of bad things that happen. But I want to say to you, express that goodness that you have in you and respect for the people that was going through hardships and hard times during that time. That didn't have the freedom to express themselves, didn't have the freedom to represent themselves in the government. So let's express ourselves. Let's uplift them, the ones that's gone on. Not only, I mean, all people, uh, Native Americans, African Americans, Asians, Hispanics, uh, Black people, and poor white people. We all had a hand in creating this great country. So we also have a responsibility and to straighten things out that need to be straightened out, expressing that which we need to express in order to get it back on track. We're a great country, I think, but I think it's the people that make the country, and we need to express those gifts of love, understanding, wisdom, knowledge, um, uh, humility, humbleness. We need to express that and respect each other as men and women. Now, when we do that and see each other as brothers and sisters, as equals, we can have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful world. Now, it's not going to be perfect. And I was speaking with my young friend that's recording me right now. We do a lot of talking, wonderful young lady. And I said, as many good expressions that you have in life, you have negative expressions too. You have to have the good, the bad, and the ugly, I think, in order to appreciate the good in life. You have to have the negative. You have to have the bad. But I don't think you can have one completely, and it will, you know, resonate as it should. But you have to have a mixture, in other words, I think. So when you have a mixture and you can navigate that that maze of life in the shadow between the idea of your purpose and reality of your purpose, you can create some wonderful, wonderful expressions of love, of understanding, of impressions that you leave upon this society. Let your music in your heart resonate and light a fire under your feet and guide you in the right direction to your destiny. Expression is that gift that God blesses with to make us feel real, to give us something that's wonderful, something that we can feel, give us something that we can call our own. Without expression, you can tell your wife that you love her, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your children, your family. So, and some people, even people that can't express themselves verbally, can express themselves in a more subtle way. And we understand that. And every nationality have a way of expressing who they are, what they're here for, and the meaning of life to each other, to them, you know. And like I said, we're all part of God's great tree of humanity. There's only one tree, and we're all part of that tree. You have the roots to the tree, which brings life, flowing juices to the tree. You have the trunk to the tree, which delivers the life-flowing juices to the limbs. The limbs that delivers the life-flowing juices to the leaves and the fruit on the tree. That holds the fruit, hold the leaves up. But without either part of that tree, it wouldn't be a tree. Without either part of humanity, it wouldn't be a complete humanity. So God's greatness and his diversity in created us out of diversity of his genius, his amazing genius, his amazing imagination. And it balances out. When you think about it, we all have that one universal spirit, one God universal spirit. Everything that's living have that one universal God force spirit in it. That one universal force of God's spirit. One humanity, one universe. That's no big eyes, no little U's in this program. So when you get up in the morning, raise your hands to heaven and just say, I am thankful, I am grateful, I am humble, I'm alive. I'm alive today. What kind of light am I going to emit today? What kind of expression am I going to share today? It's going to be something, is it going to be something special? It's going to be something that can light up somebody's life, that can inspire somebody on this journey of life. Allow me, God, to wake up and to be one of the greatest inspirations to someone today. To uplift, to love, to cherish, to care. Even in the midst of our mistakes and the choices that we made in life, allow us to do something to help someone along the way. And young people, you are wonderful. You are covered by the grace and goodness of God. And I look at you, I admire you and your tenacity and your brevity. We believe in you, who you are and what you do. We know you're dancing in the shadow right now. You're a shadow dancer. A shadow dancer is a person that's dancing in the shadows of life in a maze as you travel from your idea of your purpose to the reality of your purpose. And in that shadow, you're going to experience many different unique problems, situations, some good, some bad, and some ugly. But you're going to experience those things. But if you hold on to God's unchanging hands and express that gift that he blessed you with, you can receive the blessings that he have for you. But you got to express that gift. We're all gifted with something special. And a lot of stuff takes us, some of us, a little longer to find it, to discover it. But once we discover it and find it, let's express it to the fullest. When you express that gift out into the universe, it helps inspire, it helps uplift, it helps create something wonderful in the atmosphere. It just travels and moves, super moves, helps people. And when I share my messages, I don't look at whether a person is white or black, red or yellow. I look at the inner person, the inner spirit. There's no color to the spirit. It's like the water we drink. We all drink the same water, same color water. And water has no color, but it's the most important thing to us. Water and oxygen. You can't see the oxygen, but you miss a couple of breaths and your life is gone. You do without water too long, your life is gone. But our spirit is the same way. We all have the universe of God's spirit. Let's experience. We all blessed with unique gifts and, and ways to express those gifts. And that's what makes all of us life so unique. It's like your body parts. Each body part has a part has a service to perform. Your little finger, your little toes, your thumb, your legs, your feet, your ears, the hair on your head, your eyes, your ears, your nose. Each body part has a very important task to perform, and so does humanity. But it can't operate with one part operating in perfection and the other part operate on a low yield. We have to be not perfect, but I think, be good with each other, work with each other to move it forward. Because there's nothing in going backwards, there's nothing to be gained, but everything to be gained going forwards. And peace, unity, harmony, love, justice, freedom, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. We must have authentic leadership now. And authentic leadership doesn't come in gender. You've had just as many great female leaders as male leaders down throughout history. It's what's in your heart, what's in your soul that matters. Does that music in your heart resonates, excuse me, who you are as a human being? Well, look at the tragedies that's going on right now in Venezuela and other parts of the world. If your body part, one of your body parts are hurting, your whole body should feel it. That's the way the body of mankind, of humanity should be. When we're hurting one place, we should feel it all over. And I feel for the brothers and sisters down there, the brothers and sisters in Ukraine and Africa, Asia, Europe, South America, Central America. Uh, Whatever there is pain, we should feel it and try to help the best that we can and express this to the fullest. And when you dance, uh, that's a form of expression. It's an expression that you might not be able to say with your mouth, but you can. It shows who you are and how you how you feel on the inside. When you do those amazing moves, you're saying, I'm cool. I'm bad. This is me. I am amazing. I can do some wonderful things. I'm dancing because I'm happy, because I'm part of this great universal flow of love, this universal flow of life that's touching my soul, my heart, my mind, body. When I dance, I feel wonderful. My heart, my mind, body. When I dance, I feel wonderful. But I want to say, when you dance, you are dancing, expressing yourself, what you feel like, who you are, and how you feel. And never stop dancing. Now, when you dance, you have a heavy cloud sometimes that hangs over you, that's raining down problems on you. Don't miss this sinister cloud in life. Sometimes this happens. You have some rainy days, you have some days, sunshiny days. But these rainy days rain down sometimes storms, showers. But in life, you get problems. problems in life seem like it just rain down on you, and sometimes it seems like boulders. Uh, and if you don't keep dancing and keep moving, you'll be buried by these problems. These boulders that's trying to bury you. But the more you dance, the longer you dance, the more you move, the chances are eventually you'll dance out upon the sandy shores of your sunlit destiny. But you must keep dancing. No matter how old you get, you must dance, my friends. Never stop dancing. And the body in motion stays in motion. This is what I was told. And if you keep that body in motion, you can fade away. You can deal with sicknesses better, illnesses. Um, you feel better. You're mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, and physically. It all connects. And also, as a shadow dancer, you're in the midst of life. You're seeking to thrive in your purpose. And sometimes we put more emphasis on the shadow in life than we do the reality. The shadow is just a reflection of the reality of who we are. And we get caught up in situations in life, we make bad choices, bad decisions, and sometimes it's like quicksand. Deeper, the better decisions and choices that you make, the deeper you go into the shadow. The dark shadows is what I call them in life. Then you reach the bottom. Sometimes God has to reach way down and pick us up and bring us back up to the top so we can step over to our destiny. Some of us might have to leap over into our destiny. But whatever it takes for you to do that in your reality, leap over into that reality of your purpose. And if it kills you, because whatever it is, because if you don't serve in that purpose or thrive in it, it's like you never existed. You were just a shadow in life. You want to be more than just a shadow man, a shadow woman, a shadow of a man, a shadow of a woman. Out of all that potential, all those gifts of expression, power that you have in you, we let it sometimes die in the shadow. When you can use it for what the purpose that God created you for, and it can help millions along the way. So let's express that potential, those gifts, and become a great man and a great woman in the shadow of life. The shadow of life will either make you or break you. I refuse to be broken by any man, anything in life. I won't put here to be broken. God put me here for that. He put me here to be victorious. He put you here to be victorious also. In alignment, aligning, aligning up with the righteousness and the goodness of the powers of God in the universe. Not to destroy, but to construct, to build. And that's why when you thrive in your purpose, you're not only helping yourself, you're helping so many others. And as I said before, I'm not quite sure whether you heard it or not, but I have to ask God to come in and clean up those issues that I have. I have a lot of issues. I have a lot of shortcomings, and but if I don't get those issues cleaned up, I move to the side or out of the way of those shortcomings. Now, shortcomings is things that you think you know or think you can do, but you really don't know sometimes. And issues is things that you get yourself involved into, and you seem to can't, you get stuck in a rut you can't get out of. It becomes a habit, it becomes an addiction. And we have to ask ourselves to ask him to come in and clean up those issues. Now, he might not get rid of all the issues, like I said before, but he'll leave some there and clean some out in your shortcomings enough so that light of expression, the light of authentic leadership, the light of love, the light of God, the light of Yeshua, Jesus. what leadership is about. It's not pushing, pulling, being above the people, but down in the midst of the people, where the dirtiness, where the nastiness and the ugliness is going on. That light need to be down in the midst of people, so people can see where they are, to see where they're stepping, to see where that they can follow the path. This is what that expression does. And expression of that great light, it touches on the lights of others. And each one, when that light come together, it becomes a mighty light, making that darkness flow, making darkness flee. So, when you think of what you're doing, an expression, your body is an artwork of expression. Your whole body, and it relieves itself. When you eat, when you smell, touch, hear, see, all this is part of expression. Your conscious mind receive millions of messages every day through by the sight of your eyes. What you see, and it seeps down into your subconscious mind and begins to manifest itself upon the screenplay of life. So take expression as a wonderful, something that very special, and express it, because you was put here to express it. You was put, God put you to express. But you, if it's dancing, if it's singing, if it's running, acting, teaching, as I've said before, being a great leader, a follower, whatever it may be your best at it, because you're the only one that can do what you do out of all the billions of people in the world. You're the only one that can do that. He gave it to you, not anybody else. No one. So that makes you special. So, you got to take that gift out of the shadow into your reality of your purpose. Because when you do that, and in the shadow, you're only existing in the shadow. You're not really living. You think you are living, but you don't really begin to live until you thrive in that amazing purpose, man. That's when you begin to really live. You thrive in that purpose and expressing those gifts and appreciating those gifts that God bless you with. I just want to share it with you. And like I said, our people that was experienced all these 400, 250 years, let's think about our ancestors and our foreparents that came before us and celebrate them and express our love for them, for allowing us to be here today, for sacrificing for us. This is what the 250 years, 400 years mean to me, is we survived this journey. Even though a lot of negative things going on, we're going to be fine. We're going to be wonderful. Because we wasn't put here to lose. We're going to be victorious. All of us were. As I say in my program, there's no such thing as white, black, red, or yellow. We all run one humanity. Beautiful, colorful spectrums of humanity that makes up God's greater whole. That's the expression that I want to share with you today. Let's enjoy life. Whatever you do this weekend, do it with honor, understanding. Do it with love. Do it with principle. Express those gifts with wonder and love, merriment. Never allow yourself to feel that you are worth nothing, because you are God's greatest gift. And let's live, love, and prosper for us the essence of a good life. Thank you so much for listening, and hopefully I said something that can inspire you and with Mother Earth, the universe, Father, Son, and all the planetary systems expressing themselves, and and seeing as though it's raining earthquakes all over the place, which is kind of wow, man. It's kind of unusual. A lot of things are happening, but let's see if we can reach out and touch somebody's hand to make this world a better place if we can. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless you and have a wonderful, wonderful holiday as well as life. Thank you.